So Young Gravy and Addison Rae's mom, Sherry, were seen PDAing it up all over the VMAs in a very uncomfortable way. I just don't find this funny or entertaining.
No.
If it is a joke, I don't know if it's a joke. I think that, I don't know what's going on. But it makes me feel bad for Addison Rae and her siblings because now it's just a whole thing is it to make Monty even more mad, even more jealous? We know how he reacted initially when Young Gravy was making videos. Now they're kissing and making out all over the place. I mean, you don't want to see your mom making out with a young guy on the red carpet to make the rest of your family jealous or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like that, especially when your parents just split up or whatever it's going on. I just think this is something you don't want to see. And so I just feel bad for this family as a whole. I feel like they're going through a lot of shit. And Sherry, she probably wants her shine. She's probably like, fuck Monty. I'm going to do my own thing. And she deserves that. She deserves to do her own thing. I just don't know if the publicity stunts with Young Gravy are the way to go about this.
Yeah, I mean, it's very hard to interpret. Like, is it genuine? Is it not? Because, Young Gravy really does have a thing for the MILFs of the world. That is his thing. So it's not like it's totally out of the realm of possibility of this being like kind of a real thing. But to have it be just kind of a big moment or to go viral or all of those things, I can't imagine Addison would be very excited about that. It's one thing to go as dates. It's another thing to be making out the entire time and on the carpet and during the show and all those things. So no, I was on his Twitter. I realized he actually retweeted the Tricks in the Office tweet of the picture of him and Sherry at the VMAs. But then the What's Trending Twitter account tweeted, "We would not want to be Addison Rae today as she's trending alongside her mom, Sherry Nicole. Sherry is causing quite the internet stir after attending the VMAs as Young Gravy's date and showing lots of PDA on the red carpet. Young Gravy have retweeted that and said she's newly single and living her life. Leave her alone, LOL." So, I mean, like, yes, she is newly single. She is living her life. She also has three kids. Monty puts out a reaction. He posted on his story about this with said, I think he leftovers, take my, whatever he said.
It's disgusting.
It's just, I'm not like, it's tough because Sherry totally was just wronged by this guy, Monty. And if she wants to go out and date and do something, like, yes, do it. It's just maybe the wrong forum.
That's what I think. And I think you're right in it's different to be each other's dates.
Yeah.
Right? Like, Young Gravy took Sherry as his date to the VMAs. There's no kissing, whatever. But the making out and all the PDA, it's just like
wouldn't it be wild? Maybe they like each other.
Right? No, Fran.
I don't know.
There's no way.
There were videos like from people at the VMAs. No, I know.
I'm so Dumois posted.
Sherry doesn't like Young Gravy. She's single and she's like, maybe I'll give it a ride or two, and then
she likes the attention.
If she's getting she might.
Yeah, attention. She likes attention, but does she like Young Gravy himself?
I don't know. Maybe.
Did Young Gravy really like Sherry, or does he just think she's a hot mom?
Dumois posted about this situation, and somebody wrote into her saying, because somebody wrote they were interested in the gossip about Addison's mom. Dumois wrote, "I still don't know if her and YG are a stunt or not." And someone wrote back, "Def not. I sat behind them at the VMAs and they were so lovey-dovey. The camera was barely on them and they couldn't get their hands off each other. I also have videos of them legit making out while I was trying to record the artist on stage."
To me, if this is a thing, it's a sex thing. And as disgusting as
that's
is talking
fine.
about, like, because I just feel bad talking about Sherry in that context because of the way Monty's been talking about her. I find disgusting, but whatever. To me,
or it could be just a
to me,
make-out
no,
thing.
this is what I'm saying. To me, this is either it's a sexual thing.
Yeah.
Whether it's making out, having sex, whatever it is, and that's fine. I don't think Young Gravy and Sherry are gonna run off on the sunset together. Sherry's newly single. Maybe she's feeling empowered. She wants to feel sexy. Young Gravy makes her feel that way. Cool. I think she has all the power and right to do that because Monty has clearly not treated her right at all.
No.
I just can't help but feel bad for Addison Rae and her siblings.
Yeah.
it is what it is, and maybe that's wrong of me, but I feel bad for them. I don't know if I would, maybe if I hated my dad so much that my mom was doing these things, I'd be like, yeah, mom, do it. But I don't think that's the case.
Yeah.
I think she doesn't want any of this to be happening publicly. That's my take on it. I don't know her personally. That's just my feeling on it. Gut reaction.
Look, if I'm Addison Rae and I'm like, you're probably like, okay, mom, I get it, but really, like, does it have to be this?
And like, she's got younger brothers.
Yeah.
And to see her mom making out, people don't even like watching their own parents make out.
No, I know. So, yeah, it's uncomfortable.
Have you ever seen your parents make out?
Unfortunately.
I've never seen it.
I was gonna say,
my parents are
you
so
guys
graphic.
definitely.
Yeah, my parents are. This house is too open.
Yeah.
You've never
not
walked
in
on them?
No, like in a joking way. Like my sister gets. I don't care about that stuff at all. Like it's my parents. I'm so glad you guys love each other.
Yeah.
My sister, whenever my parents say something to each other in that light or show affection, whatever, my sister's like ew, and then so my dad will jokingly like grab my mom's face and make out with her to bother my sister, but not in a way where I walked in on my parents making out.
Yeah, it was just uncomfy. All around uncomfy to watch the whole thing of everything happen. And yeah, it's like, it's not so crazy where it's like, oh my God, the age difference is so out of this world. I think Sherry's like 42. And yeah, she's 42. Young Gravy's 26. So it's not like absolutely wild, crazy. You know who I always think of that's always my example? And I got to remember so 26, 42. They're 16 years apart. And Aaron Taylor Johnson is 32. And his wife is 55. That's so. Sometimes, like, weirdly enough,
Priyanka and Nick Jonas.
Well, that's 10. 10 is not that crazy to me. 32 and 55.
Yeah, that's a wild gap.
And they have
20 years.
They've been married for like a decade. They've been married
works for some
since 2012. So they got married when he was 22 and she was 40 something.
It works.
They have
for
kids.
Some.
So yeah, it does. It does work. It does work for some.
But do you think it's weird that people get mad at older guys for dating younger girls, but don't get mad at older women for dating younger guys?
Yeah, there's always that. That's a weird.
Would you be offended if someone called you a cougar if you were of that age?
No.
Or a MILF?
No. I wouldn't be offended by MILF at all. MILF is a compliment.
It definitely is. Kind of a very similar situation, but the Daily Mail just posted that what you were just talking about, that Leonardo DiCaprio and Camilla did split up at the beginning of the summer. I know there's been a lot of speculation about that.
I thought she was the one for him. That was like his longest relationship.
I know. The Daily Mail made the headline, aged out, Leonardo DiCaprio, 47, splits with Camilla Morrone just months after the model turned 25, as actor is known for not dating anyone over their mid-20s. Tough.
It is tough. It is tough that he dated her. He broke up with her when she turned 25.
Yeah,
that's very not a great look for Leo, who is known to not date women older than of the age of 25. But there are rumors about him and Gigi, and Gigi's older than 25.
Yeah, I just had a flashback to us sitting in one of the old studio rooms in the old office when we thought he was going to propose.
Yeah, we thought they were getting married.
Rumors that he was going to propose.
Feidelberg.
I think
Feidelberg was like, I have.
It was Feidelberg.
Yeah. And that didn't happen. But no, you're definitely right. People look at Leonardo, it's like, oh, obviously he only dates young people. And
no, but I'm saying there's a little
flipped. I'm agreeing with you that people look at the older men with younger women differently than older women with younger men.
Yes. Or in both ways.
Yeah.
I think that they get mad at men more, but also approve it more.
Yeah.
And then the same, but when it comes to women, they're like, oh my God, how can she be dating such a younger guy?
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't think it's ever really like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
No, the Sherry stuff is just more like, if it's making her happy, then I guess it's great. But it's hard to. It was just hard to watch a little bit, I would say.